can play from deep coverage, or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
So 2nd and 10 here. Brissett. Screen pass to Blunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Patriots. 32 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Looking to throw to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. First down and goal to go from the 7. Now a carry for Blunt.
So when Jimmy Garoppolo went out of the game, no problem because LeGarrette Blunt was there, and he was in the game.
123 yards and a touchdown. And how about that hurdle over Byron Maxwell? He had the hurdle button ready on the old controller, didn't he?
He certainly did, and we're so used to him being such a physical runner. His ability to show that athleticism and go over the top, boy, that was some change.
I was on the couch with potato chips all over me. Watching that, thinking, oh, that must be nice. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come out here in the eye. Now a toss. This is Forsett. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
But that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
Again they run. Again it's Forsett. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time to step aside. We're back to Baltimore after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Flacco here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Looking here for Smith down. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defenses, 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and then you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver, and on that play, it was batted down.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake to force it. Now Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Edelman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Brissett. Screen pass to Blunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. LeGarrette Blunt, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. They get 39 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position. The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Barring a flag, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They find some open field here. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Forsett, 75 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about